Hey y'all, Natalie here for Cherry on Top today, and I am using a glimmer machine to use the new hot foil plates from Pink Fresh Studio. I'm using the grid heart plate today, as well as that solid foil plate that you see there. So typically the mink toner resistant foil does not work with the glimmer machine, but for some reason it did. I don't know if it was just the pressure that I put on it. It does have like a little bit of like a distressed feel, but it did work with those hearts, right? So I'm using hot pink, light pink, and red to create the heart grid. But whenever I tried to do the reverse with the solid foil plate, it did not work. I was trying to use some black cardstock and I could not get the reverse image to go. And I thought, like, what am I doing wrong? But then I realized it was because I was using the Heidi Swap mink foil, and you need heat resistant foil with these. I don't know why it worked so well with the hearts, but it did not work with the solid plate. But I was able to use it with some toner sheets that I had from Heidi Swap. So I had that little tag you see there, and I put it on the leftovers from the heart grid, the red one. And when I pull it off, you can see that it did the exact same thing that you would do if you ran it through a mink machine, but you just used the hot foil solid plate from Pink Fresh Studio. So I have these mink alphas as well. So I cut them out for my title, and I'm using them on this just like scrap piece of mink hot pink foil. And basically it's the exact same situation as if you would run it through a laminator or a mink machine, but you can use your solid foil plate to apply the heat that is necessary to adhere it to that. So if you wanted to do toner sheets, print something from a laser printer, get it printed at your Office Depot or whatever, you can do that with a hot foil machine and the solid plate from Pink Fresh Studio. This solid plate that Pink Fresh Studio has created is super genius. It really, really is. So anyway, I am creating a Valentine's inspired page today. So I have all of these foiled pieces that I started with first. And so now I have these papers. These are from Hello Valentine by ACOT. And I have the red solid that I have used to cut 4 strips for a border, as well as some additional strips that I die cut there with that crochet border die by Tim Holtz for Sizzix. I'm going to pop up the solid strips on some of this foam tape, and I'm going to apply them around the edges. And then I'm going, well, before I stick them down, I'm going to stick down the doilies, the doily borders, so that they look like they're just protruding out from underneath the solid border. And I got this idea from Rebecca Ruiz recently. She posted it in the Cherry Gallery, and it was so beautiful. And I knew that I immediately had to create a layout like that. So that is one thing that I would like to encourage you to do today is if you find an element from a layout that you just truly love, try it with your own design. You know, like I didn't copy any of the rest of her layout. I just loved that border that she created, so I used the same concept and created my own layout using that. So the Cherry Gallery is a super great place to get amazing inspiration like that, and you can also favorite the inspiration that you find so that it's easy for you to go back and use and put your own spin on it and remind yourself what the original layout looked like and who created it so that you can give proper credit. So I did both sides, and I honestly could leave it like that because I really like the way that looks, but I did want to do a full frame. So off screen, I do create the top and the bottom. I just cut those strips down a little bit on either side so they would nestle nicely between the 2 outside edge strips. So I'm finishing that up here, and I cut, let's see, 2, I cut 2 for each side, and so if I snip off 1 full circle to finish out the 2 full sides, then that leaves me the perfect amount to fill out the other 2 sides. I hope that makes sense. So there's the cute photo I have of my little guy from Valentine's Day. I think it was 2020, and he has these cute little heart glasses on. So that was the inspiration for the title, of course. And so there you can see I did the leftover grid foil on a toner sheet from a mink toner sheet, and that's what gave me that black look with the pink foil on it. And I also did that tag that you saw me do earlier. So I just hand cut a few different shapes and styles of tags from those foiled papers, and I am using that border punch around one or two of those as well, just to give me a few different variations. And now I'm going to line them up in a strip down the middle of the page, just to I'm kind of just getting the design of my page right now. I do change it a little bit. I rough up the edges of all of those tags here just to give me extra dimension and texture on my page. I really like texture, and they were very stark. And since I'm putting the white ones up against another white one, I wanted them to have that rough edge to kind of help them stand out. So I'm going to layer them back up here the way that I would like them to go. And then I'm going to do a zigzag stitch in red down the edge of those to adhere them all together onto the page. I also end up putting a little red twine bow in that tag because it has a hole in the corner. It's supposed to be a tag, like to put a ribbon through. So I just tied a little bow. So he's wearing specs. So the title is Spectacular Love. It actually turns out to be Love Spectacular Love. But I recently received from a Cherry on Top the Spectacular Adventures stamp set by Alta New, and so I was already like feeling that little pun on words. So I used that die to create the glasses that you see there in black, because I wanted to give a few more pops of black on the page because I have that black foil pieces that you can still see like pops of black shining through. But I didn't like how the love looked up next to the glasses. So I moved the glasses over on the bottom right corner, and then I will let love kind of stand by itself in the title over there on the left. So those are the Heidi Swap alphas that I also foiled. They were mink toner, so they went with the mink toner foil. They also sell heat foil that is for use with just regular cardstock that doesn't have any toner ink on it. So there's just so many different ways to use a hot foil machine, and I'm really excited that I'm finding out all the ways to use it since I received one for Christmas. So I'm going to just layer up another little tag over on the right and kind of just create a little cluster with the die cut. I also die cut some hearts out of the heart foiled cardstock, so it will be like little heart eyes coming out of the glasses. And I will take this chance to let you know that I am on the Cherry on Top blog today with this layout. So if you want to see the stills and all the details and the ideas, then head over to the Cherry on Top blog. I will link that down below. And I was going to add little gems at the end, but I thought, you know what? All that foil is so shiny and pretty. I'm just going to let that kind of like be the star. So all I did was sprinkle a few stickers around. So I have these like kind of older sticker sheets from my stash. I think they're both Echo Park actually. So I just used them to like layer up around like my photo cluster there, or that embellishment cluster at the bottom. And I just sprinkle a few stickers in, and that finishes out my page. I had so much fun creating this, and I hope you got a few tips and tricks from watching this video or looking at the blog. And I thank you guys for watching. I'm going to pop my affiliate link to a Cherry on Top store if you would like to pick up any of these products and more. They have so much. Any craft you could really think of, they carry stuff for it. So they're a great little place to shop. And I thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye, y'all.